Hello, good evening, guys. Good evening, Cheryl, and good evening, Carlo. How are you guys?
Good. How
Mhm.
are you guys? So good to see you.
We have two different time zone, Miami and Manila.
Manila. Good evening to all the people watching on the live stream and watching on the replay. We have a very special discussion for the Friday Inuman session here in Manila. We're talking about one of the premium gin called Proclamation Gin, and we have the people who made it. And we wanted to know the story, and this is the first time we're trying it. So let's see. My name is Antoine Diaz
Rach Diaz.
with Rich Diaz, founder of Our Awesome Planet, and we're talking to Cheryl Tiu and Carlo Calma of Proclamation Gen. All right, thank you. And we're here talking to thank you for Sorry, ulitin natin.
We love gin, it's as simple as that. And one day we woke up and we decided we wanted to create something of our own. We were born and raised in the Philippines, and we wanted to create something completely Filipino, something we can showcase to the world while bringing a part of our heritage and culture along the way. We chose sampaguita because it is our national flower. It is symbolic of day-to-day life in the Philippines. This fragrant flower embodies purity, humility, and strength. These are also symbolic of the distillation process of our gin. We decided we wanted to work with women farmers specifically. Lubao in Pampanga in central Luzon also happens to be the sampaguita capital of the Philippines. Every morning, these women farmers wake up to hand-pick these buds before they are sold to the market. Sampaguita means sumpakita, or I promise you in English. This is our promise to the women farmers to continue giving them a source of livelihood. And this gin is our promise to you.
Wow! All right, so we're talking to Carlo and Cheryl, and maybe we can start with an introduction, siguro, Carlo, on how did this proclamation gin started, and maybe introduction about your background.
Well, I'm architect by profession. So my architecture always blurs the boundary between art and architecture. And for us, Cheryl is one of my close friend. And also, also have a restaurant as well, Gallery by Chele. So I've always have a passion for gin. Actually, I love gin. Actually, we both love gin. And so even though we go travel and we go all these nice dinners, I always love gin because it's the taste profile. Every time you taste the gin, it's different. And so we 3 years ago I was talking to Cheryl, and then we were drinking gin and said, why should we should make our own gin. Our palates are so uh, distinct, and we want something as well very Filipino. And so yeah, that came about. It's just we just really love gin, and that came about. And so when we so actually, I designed the bottle. Actually, I designed the
Ah,
bottle.
nice.
Bottle actually, we wanted it to be just very minimal,
Yeah.
as the it's very minimal, and but also yeah. So
Ganda, no?
but um,
Pwede mo hawakan.
we also thought na parang later on, of course, people think it's like it looks like a perfume bottle. But
Mm-mm.
actually, when I was designing it, we were thinking na we could upcycle it, maybe put it in someone's home, or
Oh, yeah.
have a parang second purpose. And so yeah, so
Ganda.
um, that's the parang the start really of that. And so um, who, um, you know, um, Cheryl's passion and my passion, ended up with this product. But also we thought of, an ingredient that, it's really our cultural heritage, an ingredient that's a cultural heritage.
Okay.
And yeah, so yeah, and so
Yes.
yeah, so
And
um,
and
yeah.
maybe Cheryl, streaming live from Miami, Florida.
Miami.
Maybe can you share with us your story? Congratulations, by the way. And so,
Oh,
what's your
thank
story?
you.
How
Thank
did
you.
Proclamation Gen came about?
Well, just a little on my background. So I'm like you, a journalist, and I work in media, and I also have an events platform called Cross Cultures. And Carlo is one of my really good friends. And one day, when we were actually many days, we were having our own inuman, and then we always have these ideas when we're like, eating, drinking, and then we, like he mentioned, we really love gin. And we were thinking, why don't we create something that's completely Filipino, using Filipino ingredients, and something that we can showcase to the world? Something that we could show the world, like what Filipino culture is like, something super premium. And then we were like, why don't we create our own gin? And then we were deciding, like, in terms of flavor profile, like, Sampaguita kasi is so symbolic of day-to-day life in the
Yes.
Philippines, diba? Like, a lot of us grew up, like, seeing the Sampaguita garlands, and then, like, children selling Sampaguitas in cars. And we were thinking, why don't we create a gin that's made from Sampaguita? So that's how Proclamation was
Uh,
born.
so, bakit Proclamation? Why the name Proclamation? What's the story?
So in 1934, General Frank Murphy declared Sampaguita as the national flower of the Philippines in Proclamation 652. So that was originally the name of the gin, 652. But then we cut it out because of, I guess, legal purposes, and it's a lot more catchy just to call it Proclamation.
Okay. We'll say hi to Eric. Hi, Eric, watching on the stream.
Right, Eric?
All right. So, hindi pa namin nabubuksan to. And we wanted to open it. So, what should we expect with the flavor profile of the gin?
Do you,
Ano ba?
Carlo? We have a no, kasi we have a secret. Actually, let's make
Yeah,
let's guess.
the nose is very floral, hint
So,
of
paano,
floral.
wait, paano binubuksan to? Ganito lang.
We are on surprise ending at the end. So yeah, we.
There's a no. I think you can. This aside.
Yan
Ah.
lang.
So, it's a floral forward gin ba?
For on the nose, that's floral, but we have a surprise finish.
We have a
so we want you
surprise.
to guess it as well.
Okay.
Ano? Ah.
And bakit pala premium gin? Nagkataon ba that a lot of people launched their premium gin during this time in Manila?
Actually, 3 years in the making na kasi kami. So yeah, matagal na talaga. It's just like
lang na ano yan.
just a coincidence that it came out.
Okay,
Ano
try
amoy?
first.
Sarap ah.
Ooh.
Pero alam mo, the gin kasi, we like gin. Kasi di ba? Less calorie, I guess.
Yes, low calorie.
So, so what should I taste?
Surprise na eh.
Tell us if you taste anything in particular that stands out.
Iba yung finish niya eh, no?
Hindi ako marunong.
Hindi ka-
Yeah.
Kaya mo yan. Yung flavor.
Kaya.
Parang hindi siya matapang. Parang hindi siya matapang, no?
It's really smooth.
And then Sampaguita, hindi overpowering also. Is that intentional? I guess.
Yeah, yeah, slight floral hints on the nose, but the idea is that a little bit earthy and toasted. So there's like a fermented
Toasted.
Toasted?
Yeah.
Small hint. That's a little hint of our surprise finish.
Which
So
is?
can you guess the surprise ingredient at the ending?
Hindi eh. Hindi ko maano
Baka
eh.
maubos niya to.
Anong clue?
Guess.
Hindi, anong clue? Anong clue?
Clue, it's also very symbolic of day-to-day life in the Philippines. Yun, symbolic of day-to-day life in the Philippines. Also something very endemic to our culture.
Yung nilalagay mo sa top silog. Yeah.
Something everyday.
Wait, wait,
Toyo?
wait.
Ay,
Something
Ano ba yan?
kinakain nyo everyday.
Ano kinakain natin everyday?
asin.
Toyo. Di naman toyo.
Sirit.
Sirit, ano ba? Kakaiba yung ending.
Toasted sticky rice. Rice, actually. It's rice.
Mm,
So, you can have all these umami flavors now. You can put anything with the gin kasi nga, lahat almost bagay sa kanin, di ba? Toasted sticky rice. So, all these very very humble flavors of Filipino flavors.
ang sarap niya, parang smooth lang siya, no? Smooth siyang, you can drink it neat. But how do you guys enjoy Proclamation gin?
So me, neat, actually. I like it like that. With an ice cube or sometimes just sparkling water or sparkling coconut water para low calorie pa rin.
Cheryl kasi likes local. Like,
Ikaw, Carlo.
same brand. I've been doing like now. I'm gonna call our mixologist later to
Sige.
show you. But I've been experimenting. Well, anything you can have in your home na citrus, so calamansi, lemon, lime, to bring out that flavor. But also, I think you can also experiment them. You know what really good with good with rice, but so we tried with mango and coconut water, which is also quite refreshing. Imagine drinking this in the beach, diba? Something very refreshing.
Parang,
Chele is making also cocktails in Gallery by Chele now na our welcome cocktails, which he infuses shiitake mushrooms, which is also interesting. But sa akin, for me, the best here is really just any citrus fruit that we have at home. It really can bring out the flavor. Yeah.
okay.
So
So, how can you enjoy it? Maybe you can show us some recipes or
okay.
how they can enjoy it.
Okay, so Raj is on his way.
Wala pa.
but
alam But
we can maybe talk more about the
I'm really curious, no. Have you tried the other premium gins that were launched in Manila?
yeah, I've tried, yes. Yeah, I've tried too, yeah. I think
I've
what's
been,
nice
I've been stuck here, so Carlo will answer
I
that.
think what's nice here is that gin actually has been now as a trend globally, and what's nice about here actually it should be also the whole Filipino thing that everyone's doing with gin, that we come up really with products that are unique as well. So I think for every product as well, they have different identities, and so I think as a collective, it's also nice that we come up with I think ARC has as well, right? Santa Ana Gin has some as well, and our friends from Agimat as well has, and we also have one. I think as a collective, people who's doing a lot of Filipino products as well, gin. I believe that it's empowering because Filipino, now is the food and everything is already also in the limelight. No? So I feel though, for me, I think though what's interesting in our brand though is that we have this thing of really this social consciousness and social enterprise that not all liquor brands have, because really we really go and with women farmers and like that, and I think I don't know, Cheryl, you can add into that comment. But I think
Yeah.
what thing as well for me is for me it's just, for us this is really our baby, our pet project, and it's and for me we really thought even the branding, we
Ganda nga ng branding.
really want this to be really export quality and global, and it's just that the time of pandemic we had to start now with the local market, but I hopefully, yeah. So, but yeah. So
Parang
even
this goes well
even
with
and
food.
actually we when we were doing R&D as well with Cheryl and the proclamation team, we really thought what would from the outs from the bar, what would really strike you. So actually the design Ink Surge helped us with the branding and really
Wow.
look at these proclamation as the declaration newspapers during the 1930s.
Mm-mm.
And so all of these kind of thing, and it was really our love letter for the country and love letter for the world. And so for us, the even for that, so I feel I'm happy now with the with this thing, and I hope that all of the Filipinos will enjoy it in their home. You know, Sampaguita emulates simplicity, purity, and strength, and hopefully we've catch that thing. And so
So,
Raj now is here to give us
yeah.
drinks.
Okay,
Is
sige.
Raj there?
When he's
You're
setting
good
up,
on cue.
Cheryl,
You're good on cue. One.
wait. I have a question for Cheryl. So, do you have Proclamation Gin there in Miami, and have they tried it? Other than Filipino.
So unfortunately not. Like at the moment, we are licensed in the Philippines and also Asia, right?
Oh,
Asia
actually,
and the restrictions kasi for the bottles in the United States are different. So if you noticed, our bottle is 700 ml, which is for the standard for the Philippines, Asia, and Europe. The United States requires a different
750.
750 ml. So currently we're not available here. But
Okay.
we've received so many inquiries. It's been amazing. People were so curious. They're like, what does it taste like? A lot of Filipino Americans wanted to stock it at their restaurants in San Francisco. And we got a lot of inquiries, but unfortunately now we are not yet available, but hopefully later on.
Oo. Parang the finish parang I'm starting to like the finish, no? Where does it do you pair this well with food? Anong food ang that pairs well with this? Typically.
Carlo, we're talking
Well,
about that.
you can pair it with your humble adobo. You can pair
Or
it with
chicharon, pulutan.
Filipino food nga, no?
actually, you can pair
Yeah,
it with also international dishes. Actually, Asian food is so because even the spicy food, Indian, and then you have the gin tonic. I think it's very. That's what I love about it. It's so versatile, and
Oo.
it really it can either be the before dinner or after dinner.
after, yeah.
And now come here,
Ah, yun na.
proclaim, proclaim you. Na 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 na. Oh, there, yan ha.
Is it
Okay,
Raj? Okay.
here, Raj. Okay, here,
Can't
here.
hear Raj. Hi, Raj.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
Kumusta? Long time.
There. Okay, Raj. Yeah, I have
Let
to.
us know if the camera's okay
May mask
or
pala rin. Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So how can people buying Proclamation Gin enjoy it? Sige.
So,
Raj.
Raj,
Yeah.
so we're doing two types of cocktails. One is our proclamation cocktail, and one is my promise cocktail. So we'll do first the my proclamation cocktail, which is using citrus fruits that you have at home. But here it's gonna be our everyday calamansi, I guess. Here,
Wow. Also, you can have calamansi. Okay. All right.
see.
The other one.
And actually, what we're trying to do now is the first drink is calamansi and bay leaves. The leaf that you actually use
For
for
adobo.
adobo.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
Parang kakaiba yung taste profile niya talaga, no? Parang Filipino talaga.
It's or actually it's also very Asian, right? Because the rice, is a very Asian thing as well. But I feel this kasi the combination really like, when you're growing up, diba, the smell of mga sampaguita in churches, but also for me, it's that the toasted sticky rice is also the pinipig and all of these other toasted, diba? For us, we get the bottom part of the paella, we get the tutong rice, diba? That all of this sticky, it's so it's parang it's the luxurious part of the rice, di ba? In a sense, you want to get that. But I don't know. I feel like it's So I've been drinking it neat. I've been drinking it with, well, also with soda water because I'm trying to also have less calories. Uh, but
So, ano
actually,
yan? Nilagyan niya ng...
so you can actually do the wow, sige Raj, okay. But
So, that's
actually, it's also lamb and what, which is a light as well. So we're doing light.
Okay.
So Raj, you wanna tell?
Raj,
So,
yeah.
three calamansi that you put there, okay, and then just how many ml of proclamation?
Okay, so suggested portion for the gin would be 45 ml.
Okay.
That's a ice. Then one bay leaf that is slightly burnt, not totally burnt, slightly
Yeah,
burnt.
and you can get this anywhere. This thing you can become a mixologist at home, and it's nice to entertain with your bubble group.
It's a tonic you used. Again, sorry.
Lamb and what?
Lamb and what?
Here, this one, but actually you can have Schweppes, you can have the Faber 3, but it's just that I wanted to do the light one.
Okay. Wow. Cheers.
Mmm.
Oh, cheers.
Wow.
Diba? Parang it's like eating rubber rice.
Don't worry.
Oh, interesting.
Ingit ako ah.
Ma'am.
I have to drink
Parang
coffee.
eating adobo rice.
Bakit
bread.
coffee ka? Bakit coffee ka, Cheryl?
Aga-aga pa kasi.
Okay. So that's
Do you
easy
want-
to do.
Do you want Raj to share a little
Do,
bit
diba?
about
Super
Carlo-
easy to do a little bit of that burnt kasi when you do that also it elevates in the burnt of what you're
So
doing.
it's actually carrying the burnt rice flavor of the gin itself. That's why
Okay.
we use bay leaf on it.
Okay, that's good.
Sorry, I'm interrupting you, and I interrupted you.
Thank you.
Spanky, cheers! Spanky, cheers!
Yeah, and we all have, and everybody has like bay leaves and calamansi at home, so it's very easy to do. I think the great thing about Proclamation Gin is that you can just look at your pantry, like what do we have, like calamansi, daya, coconut water, mangoes. It's really like local Filipino ingredients that we have. It goes well with it.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry. Wow, galing. I'm so proud, no, that you're really showcasing, I guess, all Filipino ingredients and flavors. No? Okay. What else? This is the proclamation cocktail. Anong tawag niya?
My proclamation cocktail.
Okay, my proclamation
So,
cocktail.
what is your proclamation?
Sino?
proclaim.
Si Cheryl ba? Baka si Cheryl has
Hindi.
No, kasi
Okay, what's next?
my promise. So what
My
we decided earlier to experiment with dried mangoes.
Wow. Ano ba yan?
Dried mango.
You can mix it with the gin?
Yeah.
Hindi, kakain sila.
No, man, you can because dried fruits and garnishes you really mix it with jam. Oh, we tried. I think okay, go now. Oh, so what's our next one? So we're doing now. Oh, sorry, we use pala that.
Oo, game. Sige.
Carlo talaga.
Really?
Pulutan, there. Bagay din.
Okay, imagine dried mango with coconut water and then with the toasted sticky rice. So,
So,
two
May
pieces of
question ako, why coconut water? Is this kinda really, galing, no? Parang something different. Why coconut water?
well, do you want to add that?
I think just the taste of the coconut, like it really enhances the flavors of the gin. Like it goes really well with the toasted sticky rice, lingering finish, and the floral notes of the sampaguita.
Okay. Okay, can you describe anong ginagawa niya?
Oh yeah. Or si Raj can describe it then.
Okay, so what I already did, so at least 2 strips of dried mangoes. Just stir it up. Then add ice and 45 ml of Proclamation gin. And also adding would be a coconut water, at least 30 ml. Then lastly, tonic water, just making a top of it.
Raj is spoiling tonight, serving me this. Huh?
Okay. So just slowly pouring the tonic so the flavor and aromatics will be kept.
Nice. Wow, ang galing.
I imagine ko I'm in Boracay right now, enjoying the beach, no? Right, huh?
Yeah.
Nainggit na si Cheryl niyan.
Oo nga eh.
Cheryl. Pero may Miami, ano naman siya, Miami
Miami
ambiance.
Beach.
Miami Beach. Ooh. Ano, promising?
Oh, promising.
I know na may promise.
More.
Wow, ang galing. No, thanks for
I cannot choose.
sharing that recipes. Can they get those recipes somewhere? What's the official website of Proclamation Gin?
It's proclamationgin.com, and yes, we'll upload the recipes. Oh. Parang nawawala yung sound.
Sorry. So proclamationgin.com, no.
Yeah, and then our Instagram is at Proclamation Gin. So we'll be uploading it in the coming days.
ang galing Wait, I'll share for the people to see. Yeah, kasi alam mo, of course, wait, ito ba yan? Ito yan, di ba?
Yeah, yes, correct.
This, your website. Okay, nice. So what's the community you support in the North, no? Tama ba? Can you talk more about that community?
Carly, you wanna...
Actually, when we started 3 years ago, of course we were looking, where do we get all of these sampaguita, So we actually were really looking as well. We're checking and then so we ended up really starting off with the area of Lubao, Pampanga. We saw it's the sampaguita capital.
Sampaguita capital.
Talaga?
It was really very organic how where do like this, and then we met them and like that. So I think that's also that was part of the process, really organic, and then we met these like that farmers, which is the capital of the Philippines. But actually, because of the quantity that we need to, for a small batch gin, that's all the sampaguita we need to get. We had to work now also with other parts in Central Luzon. But moreover, what's also nice is that because they would make these buds, right, for the necklaces. And now at least we're buying it at raw material, and buying it at a premium, and it just organically kind of we organically were able to meet yeah. So basically those so yeah.
Okay. Shout out lang to
And so, and I think that's how you also meet them. You work with you talk to the local LGU to find the community, because and I think that's also, I think what's also what I want to share, if you want to also open a business and like that, and it's like Chele, Chele goes around looking for local ingredients, local like this, local like that, and I think that's also kind of, I guess, what I learned from them having a restaurant, actually.
Okay.
But for us, the whole proclamation team, we would drink. Actually, Cheryl, that's normal because we used to drink at 9 and 10 a.m. for this, right?
Talaga?
Because that's when your taste buds
are very open. So
we have our taste test at the time.
we would take it, and actually, yung ending na toasted sticky rice later na namin na ano yan, we were just thinking we want sampaguita lang, and then the blend kasi, and we wanted to create that para that parang that lingering thing, umami thing in your mouth, and so at the end, yeah. So I guess I'm happy. I hope that you would be proclaiming and promising us every day for cocktails at home.
So where can you get them? Where can you get Proclamation Gin?
So currently it's available directly from us. So we have a form on our Instagram and on our website as well. So all they have to do is just fill it up, number of bottles, and then the payment details. It's available for pickup at PGC or as a delivery as well.
So we just, 'cause we, yeah, so slowly we will find, of course, also
Yeah,
distributors.
slowly,
Uh,
yeah.
slowly, yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'll share the website.
Cheers, Anton.
Cheer, wait, hindi na. Yan naman, naubos na.
Wow,
Baka naman masyadong konti lang yung nalagay.
you're like the
Dalawa na.
Oh, okay, so thank you so much. Sandali may mga tanong pa ako sa inyo eh. Sandali.
Okay.
But we'll share the
Huwag masyadong mahirap, ha?
Okay, Proclamation Gin. Yan. So you can order from here, correct?
Yes, the link is on the link on profile on top.
Okay. So how much is the gin?
It's 3,000 pesos for a bottle.
Okay. Wow, nice. Ang ganda.
750
750, no?
ml.
Okay.
700. So for the US, it's 750 requirement, but our bottle is 700, which is for the Philippines, Asia, and Europe. So yung tiny URL, if you click on that,
Okay.
that will bring you to the order form.
Okay. And this is how you can order it. Okay.
Nakaano pa siya, batch number.
Okay.
47.
How is it so far? What's the feedback of people on Proclamation Gin?
Yeah, very good. Actually, we will have some surprises in a few weeks.
Yeah, we
will have some boom. but yeah, lately, everyone's been actually supportive, and they love the taste profile. And actually, we're trying to talk with some bars as well, putting them in some bars. And but yeah, so far it's been good.
the feedback's been positive, and we're really grateful for it.
We've been doing as well tastings for the past 3 years. When we were going to some places.
3 years. Ang tagal na.
3 years. So we've been seeding and how we develop the so what we like as well is that actually, like, I know a friend got and said, "Oh, can I get a Proclamation Gin? I want to make chocolates out of it." I said, "Oh, yeah, let's do it. Bagay na bagay." So even having chocolates, told me. So that's what's nice, if you also use gin now to make chocolates or cakes or stuff like that, because a rum cake with gin with the toasted sticker, right? I think that could also be very amazing. I'm surely thinking about it now, actually.
Okay. We'll say hi lang to Spanky.
Hi, Spanky.
All the way from Pampanga. So the something.
Spanky.
No, from I mean.
I think Spanky has tried Proclamation.
Yeah.
I believe.
Spanky, can you review us?
And then the guys from the brewery, no, Erica. Yes, and you look happy.
Hi, Erica.
You look happy. Happy na kami. Actually, favorite namin yung mga gin. And siguro, Philippines is the number one gin drinking country, diba? And it's the only time now that we have a lot of this premium gin that showcase a lot of the Filipino ingredients. For those people watching, kasi we're talking about the other gins. Actually, yan ang favorite namin ngayon. So I'll just show you the other gins. And so ito yung mga other gins, no. So you have the Santa Ana gin. Ito naman the Santa Ana gin is ilang-ilang, no. Then you have the Proclamation. And then ito actually hindi pa namin na-try, the other one.
Yeah, Agimat.
The Agimat gin. And it's just nice that you have a lot of this
and also ARC. There's the ARC as well.
Meron pang isa. What's the name? Art.
Arc gin.
Okay. All right. Pero
That was
parang
my,
hindi siya. What's the alcoholic content of this gin?
it's 40% proof.
10%.
Wow. So malalasing pala talaga. Oh, ikaw, Rich, kailangan mo pa uminom. Okay. Anyway, Erica said, hi, Carlo and Cheryl.
Hi,
Hi.
Erica.
All right. And maybe just to wrap this up, this conversation on Proclamation Gin, maybe some just final thoughts from Cheryl and Carlo on why should people try this and, why should they do this for summer? I think summer is perfect for gin, di ba? In Manila. Carlo, Carlo
Cheryl?
first, and then or Cheryl first, and then
Well, I just hope that it's a proudly Filipino made product by Filipinos and using completely Filipino ingredients. And we really hope that you can try it and that you can enjoy a taste of the Philippines for Filipinos and for non-Filipinos as well to celebrate our culture, sampaguita, our toasted sticky rice, and any and also the local ingredients that go very well with it. And the women farmers, of course, the women farmers who've been handpicking the sampaguita buds daily for this gin.
wow, galing ah. Carlo?
Um, exactly like that. No kidding. No, no, no. For me naman, I feel that yeah. I mean, for me is I feel though from I look at it talaga, it's really a sexy bottle and it's sexy there. I'm enticed to try it. And so I hope that, people get to try one bottle and see for see myself. And I really like it. Personally, really, I've been drinking it. So for me as well is for you, I'm happy that you showed as well with this collective people with this audience because really for me is I want to actually encourage people to make their more other brands like this because it's really for us is putting trying to understand our really for us our cultural heritage and putting a really a very good global and export quality product. And I really, my dream is actually to be in all of the airports and all of these things and on this. And they, if you want to have a souvenir of the Philippines, you get the Proclamation gin and take it home. And it's a it's it reminds you of Filipino hospitality basically because Filipino hospitality is eating rice and
Right.
and it's the community based things and they will invite you to your home so these are things that really the essence of Proclamation gin: simplicity, purity, and strength.
Wow, ang galing.
And to add to what Carlos said, absolutely agree. The only way that we can move forward together as a country is if we're all together. So we're really happy that there's so many Filipino brands that are creating Filipino spirits and just like world class export products. That's the only way we can push the Philippines forward.
Oo nga. It's actually about time talaga, no, that we have all this premium gin. And thank you so much for promoting, Sampaguita. I'm not sure if a lot of people know about Sampaguita outside the
If I would if I would win, I mean, I grew up in London for 10 years. If you say Sampaguita like that, I have to tell them what it is, di ba? But it's actually jasmine in its essence. But they don't know the roots of why it's so in link now with so memories with
Yeah.
Sampaguita. They don't see it in the streets of all the street band. They don't see it, di ba? But sure, if they take a jeepney ride somewhere and they really immerse into the grit and grime of our street, you'll see the scent of that the floral notes and then that human humble thing that actually I feel like it's an abstract representation as well. I mean, I'm thinking architecture now. Sorry.
All right.
But
Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. And for those which watching on the live stream or watching on the replay, check this out, Proclamation Gin. A
and,
lot.
and you guys, when you try it, please follow us in Instagram. Please post your proclamation or your promise for this year.
Okay. What's the hashtag? What's the official hashtag
My
of
proclamation, my promise.
my proclamation, my promise? And a lot of people are going to the beach. This summer season in Manila, this is perfect. For the picnic and for
I,
beach camp.
I proclaim I want a tan, but no, just kidding. So yeah, I'm like, okay, cheers.
Cheers!
May
Congratulations.
picture.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. Thank you
Wait,
for sharing Proclamation with your audience, Anton and Rach, and thank you for spending time with us today on your Friday night, Friday morning for me here.
all right. Can we have a photo? Just one photo lang. All right.
Sure.
Can you look at the
Where
camera?
do our cameras, right? Okay.
All right. One, two. All right. One, two. Wait. One, two. All right. Congratulations again.
Thank you so much again.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And we're here talking to and thank you for all right. Congratulations.
Ba?
Yeah. Kamusta? Congratulations.
Pwede tayo uminom talaga. Pwede tayong uminom.
Pwede na, pwede na.
Hindi pa ba?
Wait, are we still on? Or no
Yes.
words?
Oh,
Wala na. Wala na.
Ay,
congratulations.